What is going on, guys? Kiamimaru007 back with another Dragon Ball Legends video, and in today's video we're gonna talk about fully powered Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Omega Shenron. We're gonna go through their abilities, how to use them like effectively, you know, some of the mixes that come with them, right? And you're gonna see some gameplay with them. So jumping right into it, let's talk about fully powered Super Saiyan 4 Goku first. First up, he's a range type character, right? Meaning his damage favors the blast, but it's not a massive, difference in the blast and strike damage, unlike Rage Trunks, which is like 200k blast and like 180, 170k strike. But Goku is a little bit more balanced, 190 something for both of them. 200 and something k for both of them. He belongs in quite a few teams. First up, the GT team, which is probably the favorite team to put him in, right? So I put him in the GT team, very effective there. To put him in the Son family team, of course, right? And then any Saiyan team, just simple teams to put him in, right? Now let's talk about some of his abilities. Let's talk about the blue card, right? So the blue card increases damage inflicted by 20% for 10 timer counts, and it destroys all of your blast cards. Right now, there's a reason for that, because it ramps up the damage for each blast card that's destroyed, right? So if it's one blast card, it's plus 20%, 2 plus 50%, and 3 is plus 100% damage, right? So when you throw your blue card, you want to have blast cards with you, of course, to destroy them, and therefore you can increase the damage of your blue card, right? Now the green card instantly restores 30 ki, right? Increases impact damage to the enemy for 30 timer counts by 20%, right? And has blast armor when you use it. So basically the green card is you get blast armor at you and you rush the opponent, increase you increase your 3 by 30, increase ki by 30, and then you throw the opponent back, and you can combo into that card with all art cards. That includes another green card, right? So it's a great way to begin a combo, right? Or like I suggest, I'd rather use a strike or blast to begin the combo, and then use your green card, right? So you can ramp up the damage for the next few hits, right? Because you can combo off of it. So that's how you use the green card and the blue card. Now the alt card. The alt card, you want to use it maybe later on in the fight, maybe after you've taken a few hits, because the alt card, best thing about it, it restores 40% of your health on the hit. That's the only thing it really does besides deal a lot of damage, right? So, and I think it does have, how do I say, like preference over other alt cards, but I'm not too sure on that one. I've used it against other alt cards and it has worked, so I think it should work. But yeah, restores 40% health. It can be up to 700k as long as there's no health restoration down from any of your opponents, you know. Then the main ability, it's plus 20% to your damage inflicted for 20 counts, plus 30% to blast for 30 counts, and it increases your draw speed by 1 for 15 counts, and you can activate this after 25 counts. So like I said, you know, that will trigger your main your ultimate ability, so you want to use that a little bit later on in the fight, after you've taken a few hits maybe, so you can regen the health back. Then he's got 2 unique abilities that are pretty good. And the first one, unique ability, upon entry, if there's another Saiyan battle member, it will restore your ki by 50. So because he's in the GT team, you're probably going to have another Saiyan with you, probably Super Saiyan Kid Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so you're going to get that increased ki by 50. So that's great with the combo technique that I've been speaking about, where you save the last card for the next subbed in battle member. So yeah, this is great for you because you got more ki. It reduces damage received by 45% for 10 counts, and so that's where you cover change and you get less damage. This is great, of course. And when using a blast arts card, is plus 20% to inflicted damage for 15 counts and minus 4 to blast cost. So when you see all those blast costs there, right? If you have 100 ki and you have 4 blast arts cards, right, you will be able to throw them all, whereas other opponents you won't be able to maybe throw them all, because, you know, it costs about 120 ki to do to do 4 blast cards, but with the Goku, it's going to be much less because you're decreasing the cost by 4 each time you use one. And then his second unique ability is when entering the battlefield, you draw a blast card next, and it's plus 15% to damage inflicted for 15 counts and plus 20% to blast damage for 15 counts. So, like most characters, when you switch him in, switch him out, right, he's got some good abilities, and that's obviously his blast. So he is a range type, so he is focusing a lot on the blast, right? So you are getting a lot of blast damage ramped up when you're using him. So yeah, great character to use. Has all his abilities basically. And then next up we have Omega Shenron, and I've said this before that I wasn't really interested in getting Omega Shenron. The character I was most interested in, besides obviously Vegito Blue, is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But now that I have him and I've read through his abilities, he is a powerful ally to have, including the fact that he has the powerful opponent tag, the new tag for the enemies. I feel like most enemies have them. But anyway, Omega Shenron is a melee type, but much like Goku, it's not too favorable to the melee. It's really both of his damages, blast and strike, are very high. You can put him in the GT team, of course, with Goku. That's my recommended team. He can of course be in regen and absorption. He's pretty lousy for a regen team because he has no regeneration, so I wouldn't suggest putting him there. And then the fusion warrior, you can put him in there, and powerful opponent. But the GT team is the team I suggest, because he has the ability also increases GT tags, right? So the odds cards have an ability to destroy cards. So you see there, Goku had the blast card where he destroyed the opponent's card, and that's because of Omega Shenron. Right, the blue card. Now here's one of the how-to suggestions: is when you have a blue card, you want to use it within the amount of time you're going to use your ultimate. So you throw your blue card and it will increase the damage for your special move, your awaken, and your ultimate damage for 20 counts. So you throw the blue card, your special move essentially, and then you want to, within the next time accounts, 20 time accounts, you want to throw your ultimate, and you got the damage from there. Then the green card's a great ability. You can combo off of it, not with another green card, but all other cards, right? So you can Vanishing Step, launch the green card, and combo off of it, right? It will increase the sub count of the enemies side characters by 3, inflict enemy with 20% damage received for 15 counts, and of course you can combo off of it. The main point to make there. His ult card is plus 50% damage to the ult for 3 counts. A portion of damage is dealt to the enemies on standby. Now this can't kill, but a portion of the damage you're going to be doing will be dealt to the enemies. And if you did the blue card and then the ult card within 20 counts, that's more damage to be dealt to the enemies on standby. Right, his main ability restores 30 ki, increases inflicted damage by 30% for 20 counts, and this you can activate after 25 counts. And of course it gives you the ultimate card, right? So pretty good main ability there. Right, now one of his unique abilities is you get 1 Dragon Ball at the start of the fight, totally free. And when entering the battlefield, plus 30% to inflict damage for 15 counts. So as soon as he enters, right, and this main ability will reapply every time you switch in, right? When entering battlefield, reduce damage received by 20% for 15 counts, increase damage inflicted per Dragon Ball. This is a powerful one, right? So this is not every time you enter, this is just in general, right? For every Dragon Ball you get is plus 10% inflicted damage, and there's 7 Dragon Balls, so it can go up to 70%. So this is a character where you could hold the Dragon Balls a little bit, right? And when landing a strike or blast, you have a 20% chance to inflict strong poison and heavy bleed, and a 10% chance to paralyze. And paralyze is of course an amazing ability to have, possibly one of the best abilities to have on a card, right? And if there's another GT battle member, as plus 15% to the chance for strong poison and heavy bleed. And if there's another Shadow Dragon, that's plus 20% to the chance to inflict paralyze, right? So you're going to have these 2 members, the GT member of course, and the other Shadow Dragon could be the other Omega Shenron, right? So basically these abilities they're very powerful. He's a very powerful character. I suggest him in the GT team, and same thing goes to Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Put them in the GT team. That's where they'll do the best, right? And you know that your mixes, you want to be throwing blast cards with Goku. Any card will do with Omega Shenron, but you want to use that blue card and the ultimate in the same range, and you can combo off the green card, right? Vanishing Step, throw the green card, you can combo off of it. Otherwise, that's about it for these two, their main abilities and the teams I suggest you put them in. That's essentially how to use them, right? Don't put Omega Shenron in the regen team. He's not going to regen really, you know, so don't really put him in there. Otherwise, if I helped you guys out a little bit and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10 subscribers, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as my next videos come out. Obviously going to be doing a breakdown and how to unfuse Zamasu and raise Trunks, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Peace.